Hey y'all, the views and opinions our guests express on As the Poll Turns may not be that of its creators. Or maybe it is. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to As the Poll Turns.
Hello.
Chris, my beautiful wife, LesLee. And tonight, joining us for a second time since we started this, we have Trina from Dimes back with us again.
Beautiful Trina.
Welcome back, yeah.
So happy to have you back.
Thank you.
So what's changed since the last time we talked to you? You're still
Yeah.
the same club, you're still at Dimes.
To be clear, it has been like
Almost
closer to a year than not.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yes, because Dimes had just opened up.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were looking at the paperwork. It was March of last year when you guys
It was
came
like
up.
open for like a month and a half.
Was it?
Yeah, March.
Yeah, barely open.
Yep, barely. But now it's going and
Apparently they're
You're
kicking
still there.
They're kicking all those other clubs' asses, that's for sure.
yeah, everybody's mad at us, so everybody's got something to say.
It's, does it have something to do with the vibe, do you think?
I don't know. The vibes are pretty cool. The vibes are.
That's what I mean.
I know.
Like, if it's a chill ass vibe, if the girls are vibing, if it's all chill, then customers pick up on that.
Yeah, I can't work at a club that doesn't like have a chill vibe.
Yeah.
Like a family vibe. I
Yeah.
don't like the catty.
No.
That someplace you gotta worry about getting in trouble for this, getting in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scared to go to work.
The worst part is walking on eggshells. Going in there and worried that you're gonna, I don't know,
I love my
the management's gonna something.
Are like, thank you for coming to work. Like, we love seeing you at work. I'm like, oh, thank you. I will be back.
That's the kind of spot where you want to work.
Yes. Yeah. Feel loved and appreciated.
Well, yeah.
Good club.
Well, and you work better
Yes.
when you work under those conditions where
and you don't care
feel.
how much they take from you. I mean, you do.
well.
That's all right. That's all right, because I recently talked to somebody, and I'm not going to put no names out there, but the Scottsdale clubs, now the girl only keeps 38% of what's
No,
made.
she only keeps.
She only keeps 38%. And the mandatory tip out at the end of the night is 35% instead of 25.
Okay, so they're keeping
Ours isn't even a percent. Ours is just a flat rate.
60 plus.
They're keeping about 62% of the money generated.
That's insane because
Of what
they
you're
couldn't pay-
making.
They couldn't pay, so then
And-
now they need to make
Wait.
it somehow.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to wrap my head around this. They're taking 62, we said, percent of what you make.
Yes.
So what you have left over, you now have to tip 30-something%.
Well,
of
that's
your
on credit.
remaining?
That's on credit cards.
But
So you don't see that money at the end of the night.
Credit card or not? You're telling
The
me
money that you make on the
that just made
floor.
me mad. I just got hot over that. Are you serious?
The money that you make on the
That's
floor,
robbery.
cash, you have to tip out 35% of that. And anything you do on credit card, they're keeping 62% of the money. So this girl that I spoke to said if she does an hour VIP that's like $1,500, she literally walks with like 5 something.
So where's your incentive to want credit card shows?
I wouldn't have one.
Right? No.
Oh my.
That's all.
What's the Naked Times? Can you say how they?
They're better than that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say that they're like the best.
Well, I mean, you know.
But I definitely am not mad at what I take home.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like I
You leave happy.
Yeah, because I know at any other club I would be taking home less for the
Okay.
amount of work that I'm doing.
Right.
And the amount that I'm doing at Dimes is like we're a very high end club. Like we're not doing the most for the little.
Well, that was like a complete remodel
yeah.
because actually, when they were talking about opening it, before the guy that opens it and is the owner now, when the other 2 guys that own some other clubs in the valley owned it, I had interviewed with them twice to be the GM of that place when they were going to open it up as Rush.
Oh. They
And
changed the
then-
name like 4 times.
And then when those guys sold it to the current owner, he called me and he was like, look, you know,
Just pick one. Sorry.
they
Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
they pretty much made an offer that we couldn't refuse. And we sold the place. This is the guy that owns it if you want to try to reach out to him or whatever. But yeah, I was gonna go there to work when it was Rush, when it was gonna be Rush, and then it changed hands.
Hmm.
And they kind of had everything set up. I didn't even.
Yep. It would be fun with you.
Well, when I left Skin the second time,
Time, Chris.
I had even reached out to
Not
Ryan.
the final time, the second time.
I had even reached out to Ryan about going over there to work as just like a fucking DJ.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, we have an AI DJ on the weekdays.
oh really? They use that like they do it like girls?
Yes, and I
Computer?
love hate it. I love hate him.
Him?
Yes, it's a guy at this one.
See, like girls, it's a girl.
I guess I've never heard.
So what do you have to do when you come to work? You have to like log into a system so that
No,
your
our
name
manager
is in
does
it?
that.
Oh really?
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben does that. He's a goat.
And who controls the music when the AI, they just...
He hates that. That's what he hates. Because every time we have the AI DJ, people come in and they're like ready to spend money. They're like, play this song. And he's like,
I can't.
AI. It's not that intelligent yet.
Right.
So,
Right.
or he just doesn't know how to use it yet. Either one.
I don't know, because did we ever request a... Have we ever?
Yeah, when we
With the
were
AI?
hanging at Lake Girls, but it was like at the time Memphis was there, and we asked for a particular song, and the best he could do was like a song from that artist. We couldn't get the actual song. It was just a song from that artist, which is good enough, I guess. I wanted to hear Tupac Toss It Up, like perfect strip club song,
Yeah.
and he played something else by Tupac.
Well,
But
that's all you can get.
I mean, it's close,
Oh, damn it. I'm gonna keep...
At least it has a lid on it.
right?
I love when
Put it up
people
there.
come in.
If that was a beer, it would've been fun.
I would have done that if it was a beer, you see.
And the thing when they come in and they're like, "Oh, play my song," like their own sound.
Oh yeah, they're
And you're like, so we can't play your song.
when I
You're not
worked at
mainstream.
when I worked at Dream Palace for that short amount of time, there was a dude that used to come in just about every weekend, and he was a rapper.
Does this go to you?
Yes, he was a rapper, and he would always come in with these songs and try to get the DJ to play his song. His
Yeah.
song.
It cracks me up.
Yeah, I don't know that I would like that. But you don't have to tip them out. Right?
Right.
There's no tip outs.
No tip out.
So what do you have a live DJ
So,
like Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yes. I think. Yeah.
That's good.
See, I feel like there should be a live DJ there, at least on the busy nights, because the crowd interaction goes a long way. I feel like with the
And you
DJ.
get like the bachelor parties and.
Do you guys do like a bachelor party thing over there?
Yeah, but it's way different. So like when I first did it, like usually we like beat people up. No, we don't beat people up. We're very nice.
Oh, you're gonna be nice now?
Very nice girls over at Dimes. Like a wifey material, I guess. Maybe. Just kidding.
You don't tear their underwear off trying to get them wedgie and shit.
We're not allowed to beat them. We aren't allowed to draw on them. I got in trouble for drawing on somebody one time. He was like, "Who drew the dick on him?" And I was like, "Me. That was me." I was so proud of it, and he's like, "Don't do that."
What did you draw? How?
It was just like
Like
one
a-
of those pens, like you know, like paint markers.
That glows under the black light.
Yeah, and he's like, "Don't do that. What if he's getting married tomorrow and this is just like his bachelor party?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't think of it like that."
Oh, well, I mean...
He's like, the pens, I guess, like took a couple days.
The-
Like, wash off.
The
You
good,
can only see it in the black light?
No.
Oh, fuck.
they glow in the black light.
Oh,
I
blow
didn't
in the
see
black
it.
light. I didn't catch that part. Sorry.
The good thing is most people these days don't do the bachelor and bachelorette parties the night before the wedding.
Right.
Usually
Like
it's
a year
Yeah.
before. You're
right.
like, yeah, some of them are like a year.
That's
Most of them
the
are
thing.
like 6 months to 3 months.
Yeah, we've had guys like that in Skin. It's like
Like,
August, and it's like August, and they're here for a bachelor party. Like, when are you getting married? Oh, February.
yeah. Like, okay.
Can you wait?
Like, if you're gonna fuck up, like, during your bachelor party, like, make sure you have time to, like, cancel the wedding.
Get your deposits back and shit.
Yes.
Get your deposits back, man.
Yeah, we don't have any deposits yet. Yeah.
Do they?
So what do you do? I'm sorry. So what do you do now for bachelor parties? Instead of Aggressive.
Just dance for them, and then they dance for us.
do they have to go on stage? They still go on.
Somebody's
This,
getting caught. Right?
I hear sirens.
It's gonna sound great. You know, the
We might be able to edit that out.
it'll
Everybody else is gonna be like, "What are they?
What are they talking
the voice isolation.
High in this motherfucker." Okay, so they go on stage now, the Bachelor.
Yeah, so we pull them on stage, and then we dance for them for like a couple little like half songs,
Right.
and then they dance for us. But it's just like
It's nice stuff.
it's a lively.
You're not whipping him with a belt.
Yeah.
and-
Right.
Yeah.
Tearing his boxers and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, we're not very personal.
Not so aggressive.
We're very
I don't know.
do
man.
what you want because it's your experience.
I feel like if
I think that's a way better.
if I'm ever in a strip
I don't like
club
that
and
aggressive
I
shit.
hear my name talking about come to the stage,
Yeah, I'm
guess
not
what?
going.
I'll be in the fucking parking lot, man. I love strip
You
clubs,
know,
but I'm not.
stage.
I'm not doing that.
Why?
Just not my. Especially after I see what gets done to some of these fucking guys.
Oh, I had a guy one time. He wouldn't get on stage, and so like his best man got on stage, and they kept calling him. They just kept calling him the groom's name, and I was like, "What's your actual name?" He's like, "Whatever it was, like James." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, sorry, James."
For now, you're Bill.
Yeah.
For now, you're Bill.
How's life been?
Oh, you know, open up this great lounge.
Yeah.
Coming live from the hybrid lounge. Yeah, it's just a spot where you can come in and chill and smoke weed, and
Where
we got some video games and board games and
Video games, board games,
weed.
card games. Well, we don't have weed. You have
You can
to
bring your own weed, but
you can smoke it here at your liberty. And then we have other stuff too, but
safe place.
you have to come
That's right.
check it out. It's a safe, it's a safe place. It's a chill environment.
Yeah.
We're just in here chilling. And then when we're not open, we use this room to film our podcast.
this is actually like a VIP lounge when the place is
When the place is open, we have a TV set up in here when it's all open,
That's awesome.
and you can rent if you have a bigger party, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah, because we have like the booths out there.
yeah, the video gaming booths. You can only probably fit like 3 to 4 people comfortably in there.
What kind of video game?
Oh,
It's a lot of old school shit. It's like 1,000 games on there. Like we were rocking out some Super Mario Brothers, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, shit like that.
Yeah.
Shit that you get
Just good
stoned and,
shit.
shit that you get
Yeah.
stoned and play with your friends. You know what I mean?
Just have a laugh and a smoke and fucking.
Yeah.
We have blunt wraps and papers if you forget. And
As we
We got bongs for rent in there, everything.
Yeah,
That's
it's a chill.
smart.
It's a chill spot. We have drinks and snacks and giveaways and freebies.
They should do like
and
bingo, like
We were thinking about doing
Yeah,
like a
we're-
Wednesday night drinking bingo.
We are just established.
Drinking
we are
and
very,
smoking.
very new. So we
So
don't.
we're
Yeah,
brainstorming.
yeah. We got to get it popping first before
Yeah.
we can You know, we got to get people to show up to bingo before we can say, hey, come to bingo. You'll come to bingo?
I will come.
I love bingo. Like
I love bingo.
I love bingo.
I never win. I got sevens on me to give me good luck, and it made me not have any more luck.
I found this cheap ass, like, at home bingo game that I've never opened, that I've had for like a year.
Like, do you play it by yourself?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's the problem.
I play it by myself. Never opened it. It just sits there. And every time I look at the shelf with all the games, I look at it and I'm like, oh, maybe one day.
We'll do it here in fucking Stoner Bingo.
Yes, Stoner Bingo. And when you win, you get like a free fucking pre-roll or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
We could do that. We could totally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could rally up some fucking troops for bingo.
That's right. Bingo's the shit.
I love bingo. I already said
So
that.
do you have to be 21 to be...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You do have to be 21. It's a private establishment. So you have to DM us if you want more details. That's all we can really say on that.
Let us know.
That's
Let us know if you want more details. It's in Tempe, Arizona. That's all I can say. And we can give you more details
It's
beyond
like
that.
a speakeasy.
But it is a
Yes.
it is a private establishment.
It's
Yes. You
speakeasy
do have
for
to-
weed.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bring your weed, smoke it. We got joints I can give you for free if you ain't got no weed.
Probably.
I mean,
I mean, you might have to do a trick or something.
It's to make it
I'm
worth
kidding,
it.
Right?
It's make it worth it.
Pass that to you, Matt.
You guys should
Yes.
put a pole in here.
We thought about it, but I don't think the ceiling will allow us.
It's a drop
Stop.
ceiling. It's a
Yes.
drop ceiling, so you'd have to. Well, I mean, I guess you could cut a.
We
A
could
hole
go in.
through?
I mean, we could.
Somebody
But-
told me something about poles that have like a platform that
Yeah,
folds
they
out, so it
freestanding.
doesn't need to fucking touch anything.
Freestanding pole. We have one in the back of
I'm
the
like nervous about that. How many videos do you see where
people fuck
they
themselves
fall?
up. Yeah.
I don't want somebody to get
So
hurt.
if it doesn't spin, I don't think you need a liability waiver, but if it spins, you have to have a waiver.
Well, if it spins, it's a whole nother fucking animal. I have to
You're like,
tell you,
I will get hurt on
when
it.
I danced 20 years ago, when I danced, we didn't have fucking spinning poles where I danced. This was not a thing yet. Like,
Really?
maybe it was a thing, but not at the clubs I worked at. It wasn't a thing. And then,
It's smoky in here.
years later,
Special effects.
I come
Smoke
across
you with
this
no smoke
spinning
machine.
pole. It was. I don't know, that spinning pole, man. I'm telling you what, I got on that thing. I got on that thing, and just because I hadn't walked around one in years,
Yeah.
so it's nice. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
So I get up there and I'm like la la la, and I'm like, oh fuck, it spins, and I'm like, oh well, fuck it, and I just fucking
With
shot
yourself.
myself on that motherfucker, and I was like, whoa. Holy shit! And I stopped, and then I have vertigo, so I had to catch myself. And I'm sitting there, and once I got myself back together, I'm like, dude. I looked at him. I said, I don't know how they fucking do that.
Yeah.
Y'all are amazing for that shit. First of all,
Yeah. I'm
We had to put in
walk
so
around
much
it.
work. to get up there. Well, that's always work, but to just maneuver around it, like when it spins, you get momentum, so it seems like it would be a lot easier if you learn that way.
Yep.
To be able to be more fluid with your movements. Whereas when it's stationary, it's all muscle.
How many stages do they have in Dimes? Is it just a big one and a satellite stage?
No, we have like 2 inside that are like. If this table was one, if they're like probably 6 feet by 6 feet.
Like just in the middle of the floor?
One on this side and one on this side, and they're so fucking hot. They get so hot
From the lights?
from the fucking heat vent.
No.
It blows right on the pole, and it's like nasty to like touch.
Because it feels weird.
So hot, and when they have it pumping, it's like a 10 degree, 20 degree difference when you just stand up and you're like, you grab the pole and you're like, oh.
So it's probably freezing in the
So I just
summer.
crawl around on the bottom of the stage the whole time. I'm like, when are my songs up?
Heat rises.
Enough of this. Let me go.
This is where I'm gonna work on my floor work.
Yep, that's when I do my lazy stripper. I'm just like, yep, I'm just gonna lay down now.
Kick my feet up.
Look at ya.
Oh,
If there's anybody in there. At the beginning of the night when you're dancing to yourself and you're like, I'm even up here. You're like, why are we running stations for the guy at the bar?
It's the worst.
In case somebody comes in.
I know.
So, do you have to? Can you take your top? Well,
Yeah, we all wear pasties, or you have to wear pasties or like paint your nipples.
okay.
With the latex shit.
Yeah, but we don't do the silver like we did at Scan. We do like all I don't know. All the girls buy their own. They're very fancy, and I just use whatever they have.
Whatever's in the cup.
Purple, we have.
Oh, really?
Gold, yeah.
Cute.
The silver looks terrible compared to what, like ours looks kind of like a nipple, like a sparkly nipple. But guys still get mad. They do get mad. Why can't? Why do you have to have them covered up? I'm like, they're really not covered up. They're not. You should see the color. So I'm like, this accentuates my nipples. What do you mean?
Okay.
But
I mean, it's better than a pasty, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Which
Because
they still do.
A pasty is really just a bathing suit top with no strings, right? I mean, in essence, that's what it is.
Well, yeah.
You could put pasties on your nipples and go walk around in downtown Phoenix, and the cops couldn't arrest you for it.
Yep.
Well, this is true.
Or Old Town.
This is true.
This is true. You're not wrong. Seen it.
I've seen it. You try.
Right.
You never know what you're gonna see in Phoenix.
That's some truth
I
right
never
there.
knew about 27th Ave until like last year. And then I drove down and I was like, they wear what I wear at the club just outside.
It's been a running, I guess it's a running joke for people that are from here and know about it, because when we first moved out here, guys that I worked with, and at the time I wasn't even working in a strip club, guys that I worked with made jokes about 27th Avenue.
The Blade.
They have a channel on Instagram.
I know. I love watching it. I'm like, more props to the girls. Do what you gotta do. I never judge a girl for doing what you gotta do, you know? But I'm like, they really just be wearing what I'm wearing outside.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the pebbles that you trip on in these fucking heels. Like,
Yeah,
I
they
trip on
it.
I trip on my own feet in the club. Like, I've gone all the way down before, and like,
Yeah.
if you see me, you gotta give me $20.
Fucking walking down 27th Avenue in fucking
for it.
tweezers and a slingshot.
I know. I'm like, what? And then, so like, I'll drive down it sometimes and just like.
It's kind of like a zoo. You just observe the animals. That's all.
I'm not saying that, but it is, and I love it, and I'm not judging, but I'm just loving it. And some girls like just dress up real cute and real like normal, kind of. And some girls,
Sexy like?
yeah, and I'm like, ooh, she's got to be a high end one. she's got the face.
expensive.
The
Yes.
fancy one.
She's covered up. And the other ones are like showing off.
Yeah, tweezers and a slingshot, man.
And I'm like,
And it makes you wonder why the cops just don't sit there and watch.
I know.
Right? Like, how is it so obvious, yet nobody does shit to stop it?
So like in Phoenix, I love like my car. If I'm like late on my registration, I'd much rather drive in Phoenix than Scottsdale, because in Phoenix they're not gonna pull me over for my registration being expired. They're gonna pull me over because I murdered somebody yesterday. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this car is
She didn't
fault."
murder anybody.
I did not.
There's no murdering happened.
But I feel like they have so much bigger things to deal with because it's like a more bigger like city.
Yeah.
Me personally, I feel like prostitution should be legal.
Yeah, because like do it my body, my choice.
Well, exactly, and you know, you say it in a joking manner, and it's funny,
Mhm.
but in essence, I mean, you have one consenting adult that wants to buy some pussy,
Right.
and then you have one consenting adult that has a pussy that she wants to sell.
Right.
Where's the crime?
Right. I agree.
Now, I still think you need to be safe and not out there walking the streets.
Well, I think that's where the problem.
The problem is there's no way for the government to tax.
Well,
it.
that's why.
That's why it's illegal.
That's why it's
because
illegal.
they can't tax it.
Yeah.
But you should be safe, and if you're doing it in a safe manner, something like the Bunny Ranch, or you're running it online and you have somebody who's your security to make sure that everything's safe. I don't think you should. I don't think that shit should be illegal.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, maybe like pimping, like taking the woman's money.
Right.
But like
Now you have a crime.
helping friend, like here, you give me 20% to like make sure you're okay. To make sure you're okay.
Right. Make sure the guy doesn't fucking murder you and
Yeah, like check
take
it
you
out.
to the desert.
Like make sure you
Right.
don't have to do over your time, whatever.
But at the end of the day, you have two consenting adults, and it's a business transaction. I don't see where the crime is.
I agree. I agree.
It's because Uncle Sam can't get no cut.
Well,
You know how that be. He wants his money. He
apply it
wants-
to anywhere, really.
He wants his money.
Yeah.
Gas is cheaper now, though. A little bit.
Can't
A
be
little
mad
bit.
about that.
I got 40 cents off for my like fries thing. I was
Fuel
Fucking
perks.
A.
I've used premium gas now.
What? Really?
Yeah, because I drive a Mercedes now, so it's the premium gas, and I'm scared of what will happen if I put in regular gas.
Yes.
I have to put premium in mine too.
I didn't realize, so I went from like a Ford Fusion or a Mercedes, and I did not want a Mercedes because I'm not like a bougie girl. But then I drove a Mercedes, and I was like, "Oh, this is why
This
people
is
drive."
why. Exactly.
Now.
Exactly.
They gave me a good deal, so now I drive a Mercedes and pay a lot of money for an oil change.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like 300 and what?
I went-
Oil?
I went from a Hyundai to a Lexus and was like sticker shock when I took it in for my normal maintenance. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, motherfucker.
I know.
Really?
I'm waiting for this
I'm
expensive one that they
crap.
keep telling me about. They're like, oh, is it the A? It's the B service. I'm like, the
Probably
A.
like a 15,000 miles.
They're like, oh, good thing it's the A because the B one is kind of pricey. It's like $750. I'm like,
Yeah.
why don't you guys tell me when I bought the damn car?
Right? Yeah, you don't know about none of that.
Yeah.
You know about tires.
My tire went away. Well, it didn't go away. It just popped.
Just vanished.
It popped.
Just-
And so then I took it to like get repaired or like get a new tire, and he was like, "This is a good tire. Like you do not need a new tire. Don't get a new tire. This is a good tire. You just need to patch it." And I was like, "Okay, cool, thank you, sir. Patch it for me."
Yeah,
And he was like,
yeah.
$15.
Oh, they still do that? They still patch tires?
Yeah, I had a good
They
tire.
can.
I guess so.
They-
You had a
they-
good time.
They can patch it. More often than not, they'll put a plug in it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well, this is kind of the same thing.
this guy saw a hot chick pull up and she
Yeah.
and that's really
Yeah.
that's why he went above and beyond.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he went.
Tire. I'm like, hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna save you some
Yeah.
money, girl.
I was like, I love you.
Yeah. Yeah, but he went home that night and thought all about that transaction.
Yeah, some of those Highline cars. I had a buddy back east that worked as a parts manager at a Porsche dealership for a while, and a brake job on a Porsche 911. He told me was somewhere in the ballpark of like $20,000.
No, that can't be right.
The brake rotors are porcelain. You can't cut them.
Things.
You can't cut them. They have to be
Cut 'em anymore
replaced.
anyway. I mean,
But you can cut
you
them.
can if you find somebody that'll do it.
The rotors are ceramic, so they have to be replaced when you do brakes.
Ceramic.
They're $5,000
Oh,
a
yeah.
piece.
I guess it would have to be something super. They go really fast, right?
$5,000 a piece for a fucking brake rotor.
What do you think, a Lamborghini?
I would love to have a Porsche.
I wonder what the
No,
rich
you're talking about cars.
I'm like, no, I don't like none of that shit. I'm a muscle car chick. I don't like
I
that shit. I mean, I like my car.
hydraulics.
Like an Impala?
Yes, give me to a fucking lowrider show. I am in it all the way.
I will,
all the way in.
Be a happy girl.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah,
I love
I like the old schools like that. I would definitely. I mean, if I had that kind of bread and I could afford like an Impala,
$45,000.
I would have one in the garage. Not an everyday driver.
I gotta get a bigger garage because I park in.
My car gets it.
I have to get a bigger garage first.
Well,
Build it.
that's the goal.
So that's the next step. The next step is bigger
goal.
garage.
Bigger house, bigger garage.
One day.
It's so hard out here because they build these houses on top of each other and shit.
I know there's no
I
yard.
just want something with a little bit of property in
If
there.
it has a yard, it's just rock. Pebbles.
Right.
I'm like, where does my dog run in the summer? Because
Or worse,
it's hot.
turf. Well, I guess
The turf gets hot too.
Turf is hot as fuck.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
My old house around the pool had a turf,
Mm-hmm.
and I
We have
was walking, and I'm like, I felt like Fred Flintstone, like tiptoeing into the pool.
Well, the house we lived in with the pool, we'd have to go out there when it was really hot and like soak down the concrete just so we could get to the pool.
I hated having a pool. I'm like, I'm paying X amount of dollars more because you have a pool in the backyard that I can swim in. Basically, still only 3 months a year because it's either too hot, where it's literally disgusting to swim in. And you're like, you're like, you get in and you just don't even want to be in there.
Yeah.
Or it's still too cold because it gets so cold overnight.
Yeah.
So then the water is still cold.
It
The
drops.
sun is hot.
Yeah.
But the
Right.
water is so cold.
Yeah, it gets to a point where it's not really refreshing.
Those when it's really hot, I found it because I love to be outside. So I would, when our pool would get like literally like 94 degrees, you have to get in it and dunk, get all the way wet, and then just get back out.
Yep.
And don't dry or nothing. Get back in your chair in the shade, and then just sit there and drip. Your skin will be dry in about 6 minutes.
Yep. And you'll be burning in about
in about 45 minutes, your bathing suit will be dry, and in another 10 minutes, your skin will be so hot. You have to get back in there and dunk again.
Yeah.
So you have to like dunk every 45
you just
minutes
can't
to an
stay
hour.
in.
And you just you can't stay because you'll get overheated.
Yep.
Because it's like a hot tub.
Yeah. It's gross.
So,
anyways, that's the secret.
Speaking of outside, I know Dimes has that big ass piece of property out back, right?
Yes, yeah.
Are they going to do anything with that?
So they've said a few different things. Like they've talked. There's like a stage out there.
Right. Somebody told me that before it was before it was Elite Cabaret,
Yeah.
that it was like a live music venue. That's what they used to do out there.
That makes sense because the stage is perfect.
Yeah.
If we brought people in, like it would be cool.
And that's a big area.
Yeah, it fits 120 people as the max capacity outside. But we have like the freestanding pole. They said like something about a pool, but I don't know.
Well, that's not the word. That would be cool.
It would
Well,
be cool, but like,
it reminds
Like
me.
that would be like down the road.
It just reminds me of like the pool at Maya. Like,
Right, but that's what I said. I'm like, so like would
really
it
made
be,
me
like,
want to
wet
swim in
girls?
that.
I'm like cesspool.
I know. Because like would the
Sounds
guys
good.
get in, or would like it would just be wet girls?
I don't.
Because if it's wet girls, I'm all for it.
if I go to a strip club and they have a pool, I can
Okay.
tell you if I'm allowed in it or not. I'm not getting in it.
I'm not
Just
getting in it.
I'm here to chill and have a good time, not swim. But it would be cool if you did like, all right, so, and again, we're just shooting from the hip. here.
Right.
This is
Which is
not
bullshit.
This is not somebody's plan. We're just shooting from the
this
hip.
is just
So think about
talks
it, right?
and words.
Right? You have a pool at the strip club, and you have like, I don't know if it would be plexiglass or what it would be made of, but it's retractable and it slides out,
Oh,
right?
Jim,
Somebody would get caught underneath it though.
this sounds like a liability.
And
Yes.
you
Oh,
make it
shut
to
it down.
where
Shut it
where the water on top of it is like 6 or 7 inches deep, and then you can get the chicks on the stage dancing in the water.
Yeah,
But then
this water is hot.
but
It's
then would you want like a wet girl to like get on top of you? Or like a VIP? I feel like my VIP.
Well, if it's in Arizona, you'll be dry in 6 minutes. So.
True. We just don't have daytime hours yet. Like, our
It's gonna be outside.
is like, we only get to use it for like 3 months.
Right.
Way too hot.
Way too cold.
Yeah, because you really can't get in it until like mid-June.
Yeah.
By the time it warms up enough to where
Yep.
you're not like.
It's really like a month and a half, 2 months.
So they've actually done stuff out there, or is it just kind of like to go out there and hang out?
It's more of just like a smoking patio right now.
Okay.
Like, eventually our VIP rooms will be out there. It's super cool. Each
Nice.
one has their own AC unit. So, like
Tonics
you can be
boxes?
comfortable,
Is that
yeah.
what? Is that what?
It's so it's the storage container, and they made rooms like in the sides of them. So there's like 6 rooms, I think, in each one, and then there's like bigger ones on the other.
Wait, 6 rooms in each
Storage container.
container. Wow.
I think it's like 6 or 4.
That's a lot of rooms. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
there's like 13 rooms. There's a bunch of rooms.
Private.
But, yeah, and they're all outside, all have their own like curtain and AC unit, which is my favorite thing because I hate being a sweaty bitch back there. I hate that.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry, like I'm not bothered, but like, damn, like turn the heat down.
Right.
Why is it so hot?
It's
I'm
always
like, I'm dancing. You guys might be cold, but like I'm moving.
Yeah.
Cardio.
As a manager,
Yeah.
that is probably the biggest thing that you get with the girls.
Yep.
It's always either too hot or too cold.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, literally, they'll come to you and be like, it's cold in here. Can you turn on the heat?
I'd rather
You
be
turn on
cold.
the heat, you turn on the heat, and then 15 minutes later, the same girl, she's like, it's hot in here. Can you turn the heat down? It's like, girl, you just asked me to turn the shit on.
At times they all wear jackets, and like I would wear a jacket, but that's like my selling point is my ass. So like I'm like, what am I supposed to wear a jacket over my ass and just not get
Like,
any VIPs?
What kind of jacket are you?
They're all wearing like long fur jackets. They look cute, but like they're like they have like the little like titties and like face. I have like face and ass, so I
Okay,
can't cover
so
up my ass.
What if you got one of those long fur jackets like they all wear and have it tailored to where there was a section cut out for your
Just like
ass to hang out?
Just like a window.
I didn't think it was like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh,
fucking.
no. Please don't do that. Why couldn't you just get a shorter one that only goes to like the top of your hips?
Yeah, but I like to show off my my hourglass.
Well, no, yeah,
I'm hourglassy, so
you are. I feel that.
selling
Yeah.
point.
You got hey.
Can't cover
You
up
gotta
the
work with what
merchandise.
you got.
This,
Yeah.
this gets me talking to you, and then I get to talking to you, and they're like, "Oh, you're the coolest stripper I've ever." I'm like, thank you, thank you. I don't know why we're talking about like your kids and like your wife and like love her. Like, give me your number. I know everything about her.
Right? I feel like we're friends already.
I'm like, I'm sure she would love like what you're doing right now. I'm sure she would.
Well, it could be worse.
honestly.
It could be worse. You could be grinding on his lap and he could be trying to stick his fingers in you.
That's I mean
I've had
yeah.
that before too, but like
Well, yeah.
those ones that usually are the ones that like I don't have a conversation with, and they're like, "Can you go to VIP?" And you're like, "Sure." You go, and they're like, "Dance on me."
You turn around to close the curtain, and when you turn back around, they already have their pants on.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're like, "No, don't put it away." I'm like, "You have to stay for at least half the show for me to get paid."
Right?
Like, come on. Oh.
What's that?
Just said no, we don't do that here.
Yeah, really.
No dick pulling out here. We don't do that.
I just don't know what makes people think that that's what I want.
That's what I would say. I would say we don't do that here.
Especially knowing that there's a place in Phoenix where you can go get exactly what you're looking for. And everybody, all the girls there already know why you're there. And nobody's going to tell you no.
Yeah.
Why I don't understand why guys go to strip clubs looking to get laid. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And I'm sure, as a matter of fact, I know there's places in the valley where you can go and you can get that. but I feel like you're dealing with hookers who use the strip club to find customers.
Yeah.
Because a real dancer with real hustle doesn't need to do that shit to get him to give her the money.
Yep.
Valid.
Absolutely.
So I feel like if you're sucking dick or you're fucking in a club, first of all, you're dumb because you could probably...
Don't have, like, cameras nowadays?
Mine does.
Not all of them. Not from what I heard.
For safety purposes, they would have...
Most of them have
Nowadays,
panic
I mean,
buttons.
you know.
Yeah, there's some that do have the panic button.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, where is the safety for the girl? I mean...
I know there's a girl, like, in Phoenix, and she's called Rubber Breath.
Rubber breath?
Yeah. I won't say
She works at a club?
Oh, wait, I just got that. Sorry.
But I'm like, I mean, at least you're safe about it.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I feel like you're right. Doing it in a club is safer than walking the streets or doing out calls. But again, if you run it right,
they
you got to
ruin it for
secure.
everybody else.
That's what I was going to say. You know, the problem is if one of your coworkers is doing that, then the customers are going to expect that out of all of the girls.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now it puts you in a position where now you have to face that confrontation because they expect that service from you, and that's not cool.
That's what's nice about my club is I know no girls are going home. I know, like, the amount of people that are like, my pool is so big. Like, look, Airbnb is so dope. Oh my god.
Did you come back?
Yeah, you 500 for 17 hours. And you're like, what? No,
What?
like, you come back tomorrow. Come to Times. Or they're like, I'm a very honest girl. Like, I'm not one to, like, deceive somebody. And they're like, so what do I get back there? I was like, my panties stay on, your pants stay on, and you don't touch my no-no square. And everything else is free game. Just don't kiss me and don't do that.
Basically, you're getting...
Basically, yeah. You can see what
I'll dance for you. I prefer if we could just chill and talk.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So how are you?
That's why I always like to, like, find guys that I really connect with, that really just want to pay me because they like who I am. And I'm like, those ones are actually, like, genuinely good people, like good customers.
Well, there's some guys that get the game and some guys that don't.
Yeah.
If you go in there looking for that, you might find it. You also might catch something you can't get rid of. But if you really know the game,
if
and
you're
you know
going
what
in there
strip clubs
looking
are
for
about,
it, you already have something you can't get.
you're just. I mean, the thing I like most about going to a strip club is sitting down at a table, having a few drinks, and having just like we're having a conversation right here.
I love conversation.
That's what I like about a strip club.
Yeah.
I like to throw money, but I just like the environment of being able to go in there, sit down, chill, and talk.
Yeah. Whether it's true or not. I'm always like, I wish I could make up stories that were, like, more interesting than my real life. But I, like, go and I'm, like, trying to do something, and then I'm like, fuck, what did I just say? Like, damn, I don't remember. And then they're like, no. So now I just, like, stick with truth, and I'm like,
it's easier to remember.
It's a very boring life outside of here.
They're like, what do you do for fun? I'm like,
what's fun?
What do I do for fun?
Like, I bring my
I smoke a lot of weed.
to the park.
Yeah.
I smoke a joint in the morning. That's about it.
Gotta start the
for
morning.
fun. Like golf.
I play golf. Golf is a big one.
Yeah.
Golf is a big one.
And waste management's coming up. I'm so excited.
Were they weren't open last year for waste management, were they?
But yeah, we were, but we were very fresh. This is our second week open.
Oh yeah.
So it was like weird. Like, we're still getting things in the works, but I still make good money.
Yeah.
Still make good money.
Well, considering the ass kicking they've been putting on the other clubs in the area, I'm interested to see what it's going to look like in the battle.
I know, I'm excited. I hope.
I'm just gonna start circling and seeing what the parking lots look like.
I'm hoping the line.
On my way home and shit.
I'm hoping there's a line out the door. Usually there is. Usually that's means it's a pretty good night.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember those nights.
I just hope there's like big money in there, not just people.
Now,
Because they've been getting a lot of people.
how is the pricing for privates over there? Is it comparable
The same.
to?
It's same as the Scottsdale, but we get more cut, obviously, and then they also are like, we're not pushy, so like they're negotiable. Like,
Right.
if you really can't do this, or you really don't want to do this amount, they'll work with you, but then you might get like 20 minutes instead of 30 minutes. Or
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I understand.
Right.
okay.
I mean, you can't just say no and take the money out of. I mean,
you might not get the bottle of champagne.
you're taking money out of somebody's pocket.
Yeah.
Like if the girl's willing to take that amount,
Right.
then
Something's better than nothing, truly. I mean,
And, like, some nights you'll have like
most cases.
nothing, like, and the hostesses will have nothing, not even a tour.
Mondays and Tuesdays
Yeah.
are really, I mean, anywhere in the East
Very
Valley,
nervous.
there's nothing going on a
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday night.
Mhm.
None of the clubs are really busy. What is
So,
there? 2 clubs open in Old Town on Tuesday
Yeah.
night?
And they're not even full.
Hmm.
But that's why the people do come on Tuesdays and stuff to the strip clubs, because the clubs suck. So that's what's nice. That's why I like working Tuesdays, because not a lot of girls work.
How many nights you putting in a week?
During season, I try to do at least 5, but during not season, I do less because I just try to gear towards OnlyFans.
Yeah.
'Cause
Making some bread on that?
yeah, it's much easier during like the non-season, because sometimes you go to work and you don't make any money. Like,
Yeah, and you gotta pay to be there.
Right.
Well, right now we don't know how to pay to be at Dimes.
They don't charge y'all a house?
Not right now because we lost our after hours,
Interesting.
but we're getting them back. So now we're gonna start charging.
See, we would come in there and check that place out, but I don't know if they would let me in.
I can ask.
I don't know if they would let us in.
I'd love to check it out.
Well,
I mean, there's no animosity. There's no.
mad at us for coming on.
There's no.
Well, I
we
don't
have
know
any
why
issues with
I
anybody.
don't have any issues with anybody there.
No one. Nobody anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think you
We're
guys should be-
fucking cool with
They left,
everybody.
like, a lot of, Kylie, she was the waitress at,
Uh-huh.
she's been in there.
That's false. We do have issues with some clubs, but it's more like the Scottsdale clubs. We won't go there.
Everyone has issues.
We won't go to those clubs.
Hence the big lawsuit.
But I've always wanted to check out.
Well,
Texas. They
like,
open.
I know when Emily left Skin, like, I was the one that I had to let her go, but no, fuck it, we're being honest.
Okay, let's.
I don't
I
have any-
just don't want anybody. To...
I don't have any beef with Emily.
No, yeah.
I always considered Emily my friend.
Yeah.
The office is the one that wanted her gone. I was just the one to deliver the message. You know how
Right.
they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not
I
gonna.
don't think she holds any, like, grudge.
But I was told that one of the hostesses from Scottsdale
Yeah.
went in there one night just to try to check the place out, and before they even got to the door, they had like every security guard that worked there waiting at the fucking. And I don't know how much truth there is to this.
Yeah.
I don't.
I can say she was not allowed in, but it's because she is a problem starter.
Oh well, yeah.
And was with more problem starters.
Oh yeah, we don't.
Which also
We're sure.
we're not allowed at the club. So
But we would love to come in there and check it out. I just don't know if
Yeah,
they
we'll
would
let you-
welcome us.
I'll let you guys know. I'm sure.
I mean,
they would.
We don't have no beef with
No.
trying to build relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
Trying
for
to build
Scottsdale.
relationships. You know,
I got bitter taste in my mouth for Scottsdale right now. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck
Don't
them.
we all?
That's all I gotta say about that shit.
you know,
Fuck
we
At least
We-
Old Town is fun.
we
Well, it's not Scottsdale. We're not taking it personal with Scottsdale. It's the Scottsdale strip clubs. That's exclusively
exclusively on Scottsdale Road.
exclusively on Scottsdale Road.
so
Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
we're trying to build relationships with these other clubs, and we actually, excuse me, We actually shot another episode in here last night, and those girls work at Jaguars, and they told us that on Wednesday nights, Jaguars does like an amateur night, and I'm trying to get to. I want to go in there. I want to host that shit.
I want to go in there and fucking win that shit.
I want to go. I want to go in there and host one of these things.
I've always wanted to like go shake my ass at Jaguars because I know I'd make a fucking tag, but I don't like catty ass clubs, and they like to fight in there, and I don't like to get jumped anymore.
I remember the video, Trina.
And we got jumped, but it was fine because we didn't get hurt. We just got hit.
That was at a concert?
Getting hurt is not the same thing.
Where was it? The concert? Was it?
Glendale?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was funny. Good times. They're like, you need to leave. I was like, okay. I didn't even start it. But it did look like I started it.
Break? Please. Take a quick break.
I was young. I was 19, so it was like sucked. But it was still just. I went to like the parties and I got a bloody nose at the party. It was like a Halloween party and I'm like 6 months pregnant. And I got a bloody nose and the guy's like, "Oh, I got a bloody nose. I know what you've been doing." And I'm like,
Jesus.
I'm like, actually, I'm pregnant.
I get those too.
He's like, "Oh, okay. Sorry." I was like, it's cool. I don't do that. 6 months pregnant. But I didn't look pregnant until I was like 8 months pregnant.
Wow.
People were like, "I just thought you were getting bigger."
Thanks for telling
Thank
me.
you.
Just thought you were getting fat. So nice. So nice to
jugs
hear.
on me. Like, skin and belly.
Oh, that's the good thing about the fucking pregnancy titties are the best.
Dude, we have a pregnant girl at times.
Really?
Yeah.
Some guys
Yeah,
are
I'm
into
pregnant.
She's like probably like 6 months.
She's showing?
Yeah.
that. Some
She
guys
makes
are
some
really
money,
into that.
yeah.
Yeah, some guys are really
If I was
into
pregnant,
that.
I'd fucking do it too. That's fucking. You know how many men were in my DMs when I was pregnant?
Yeah, dude, it's like a fetish
And
thing.
I was like, I feel like if I do things when I'm pregnant, my kid will do it. Like, I can't. Pregnant?
Yeah, dude, it's like a fetish thing.
And I was like, I feel like if I do things when I'm pregnant, my kid will do it. Like, I can't do it while I'm pregnant. I feel weird. And then afterwards, I'm like, OnlyFans it up.
Now that you shit, man.
It's okay.
Dancing, it seems like
I have a pole at home.
maybe you might fuck something up. But doing like OnlyFans shit, I'm sure there's probably a very large fetish market.
Oh, for sure.
Let's
I know.
go.
I'm always like, wording.
Welcome back, y'all.
Hi.
In the middle of the conversation, we'll
You're
just
good.
keep
We're
right
in
on
the
rolling.
middle.
Just wanted to welcome everybody back.
We sat back down and started bullshit and never went back to
There are
Sorry.
the fetishes out there, and the pregnancy and
pregnancy fetishes and strip clubs. So strippers.
I would be more
Back to the
concerned
pregnant.
with something happening
Right, like
to
if you trip and fall,
Yeah.
if
you fall off the pole.
right, or if like somebody spikes your drink, it does happen.
Oh. Well, what about the shoes? Do you still wear the
Yeah, she wears
Gigantor
the
shoes?
Fall shoes.
Gigantor shoes.
I
They're
wear.
huge, some of those shoes.
I have
are
to wear
huge.
like 6 inch below. Otherwise, I'm like too tall.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'8" in real life.
Okay, so you put on the ones that got the platform
Like
that's
the
this
8-inch heels,
Yeah.
and I'm like hitting my head on the ceiling. And shit.
6'3".
I've
Like-
seen as high as 10 inches.
I know.
I mean,
You're not even allowed to wear
I
those in
just-
Old Town, I don't think.
I
think it's
just
like illegal to wear 10-inch heels.
I feel like it
in
would be
society,
dangerous.
like on the road.
You step
Like
on
the sidewalk?
you step on a pebble and it's like it's like walking on fucking stilts.
Regular, just wedges are like that.
I
I mean, just
know.
regular, like everyday
I be
shoes.
walking like watching my feet.
Yeah, you have to like, yeah.
I'm like, somebody hold
strategically
me.
placed. Yes.
grab this closest person to me. I'm like, I'm gonna fall.
This is your position all night.
He constantly has to hold my hand.
If she's
whenever-
wearing heels
yeah,
and we're out somewhere, certain
Yeah.
parking lots, certain
always,
parking lots
yeah.
and shit.
because then there's plenty of times where I'm like, oh shit.
Well, and it's Arizona with just rocks
There's pebbles
everywhere.
everywhere. Like you can't walk anywhere.
My old
I don't
car. My old car my sunroof got shattered. I'm driving down the interstate. I was like,
A rock popped up and hit
yes.
it? Did the glass fall like all in inside?
No, it
you?
just like shattered, and I thought somebody like shot.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because it was so loud, and I was like, oh.
What the fuck just
And then I
happened?
opened it, and it was shattered, and I was like, damn.
Aw.
Glass insurance was like, it's not needed. So I just sold my car. Sold it for a good $2 bands.
Damn. That
That's
sucks.
best sell I've ever had. It was not worth it at all. At all. He didn't negotiate with me at all.
No?
No. He was like, $2 bands? I was like, $2 bands. He's like, I was like,
Damn.
ooh.
Okay.
That
That was
was
easy.
funny. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I should have listed it for higher.
Right?
Right?
Wait, what? No, it was 2,500. That's what I.
Right.
Yeah, it was 25.
Yeah,
It was 2,500.
Didn't I say- Yeah, that must have been a typo. I must have
Oh my bad.
I meant to hit the. What number's above the 0? I don't know. Oh, it would be
8.
next to it because it would be
8,
on
yeah.
a phone, not an old phone, but like a new. Whatever.
So what are you doing with yourself for fun these days outside of dancing?
Outside of dancing,
She smokes a joint in the morning.
That's right. She's a mom.
I'm a
mom.
Yep.
go to the park, and I don't know. I like to hit Old Town every once in a while. I don't like to be in there all the time
Right.
because I like to be like excited for people to see me.
What's your favorite spot in Old Town?
Casamigos.
Yeah.
Because my doorman Tariq, shout out. I love him. He's my teddy bear.
He's your doorman at Dimes?
No.
Oh, at Casamigos.
No, my favorite doorman at Dimes is Tony. And we have 2 Tonys, and I love them both. But Tony from Skin came to Dimes, and I love him. And Avi is supposed to be coming to Dimes.
I told Avi too.
Everyone's told Avi forever.
Just burn the bridge, homie.
Yeah.
He came in the other day, and I was like, oh, "Are you working here?" And he's like, and I was like, "Smile from Avi." Yes.
Yeah, he's a very serious dude. Yeah, I mean, just burn the bridge, dude. He's been fucked over probably about as much as I
The
have.
most out of
So-
Probably
anybody.
more. He's been there longer.
Dude, just do it, dude. Like,
Yeah. Fuck them.
That's what, like, Tony was like, I've been telling him to come down here forever.
We need to just boycott that motherfucker and watch him burn.
I know it.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Way too much energy on that topic for me. It's too fresh.
Too soon.
Too
soon.
soon. That's what I want it.
Yeah, fuck all that bullshit.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, with what we got going on here, I think I'm...
You're not looking to go
Between the
anywhere else?
podcast and this lounge we got cooking,
Cool.
because here's the thing, and this is why I originally, I told you after the last time I reached out to Ryan about going to Dimes to be a DJ, and I know they already had 2 other DJs there, and now you said they use the AI shit.
Yep.
I reached out to a couple of other clubs about going in there as just a DJ because honestly, outside of those clubs on Scottsdale Road, there's not enough money in it to take on all the responsibility of being a manager.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's no benefit to it. You have all the responsibility and
And the ones that you would have, like, already are established managers that'll be
Right.
there forever.
Right, yeah, and you're not trumping
So
that.
you
yeah.
can't. There's no sliding in after that. You know?
Really, I'm just, we're going to cross promote the podcast with the lounge, and,
Oh, yeah.
People know where to find us, and I'm just trying to get outside of running a club and still be involved with the business. That's really what this is all about. But, yeah, I'd love to get into hosting some events and shit like that.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope. You should get some I don't know what your licensing has to be, but the vendors, you could get lead vendors to come stand out here and
Well, they could do you could do a pop-up shop, because a dispensary that's already established and has a license would be bringing their product in here.
Right.
So I wouldn't have to apply for a
Right.
dispensary license.
That'd be
My
cool.
partner has some dealings in the business, but I don't know how all that works, so I'll just, keep it like it is for now.
Him.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm just
I'm just here. I just work here.
I'm just here.
That's my
That's
favorite
it.
thing at the club. Where they're like, "Why can't you talk about prices on the floor?" I'm like, "Well, I just work here.
I just work here.
I don't work for the club. I work at the club.
I don't
Yeah.
I'm an independent contractor, and
So
they
I
have to
follow
sell you
their
the
rules,
show."
that's right.
I'm like, I don't know how.
I don't know, the way
break down to
the
you.
way it was explained to me, as far as those clubs and why they use the hostesses, is because they have to pay the hostess, because if they pay the girl directly or some shit like that,
It's solicitation.
Scottsdale considers it like solicitation.
Uh-huh. That's what I always tell people.
There's a
It's like a-
fucking wrapper at the top of those.
I got it.
Look, I need to. That was.
She just said,
I just gotta manhandle that motherfucker. I spent 5 minutes earlier trying to get one open, and I gave it to him because it was just pissing me off.
What did I do with the lighter?
oh, I brought it to
Oh,
you.
I don't have my lighter. I think I left it out there. It's in my jacket.
Yeah, I think they consider it like solicitation or some shit. That's why there's the use of the hostess.
Well, some of the clubs I heard are doing some little sketchy things with the little payment parts.
Like, what do you mean?
They're accepting Zelle and Cash App.
The clubs are?
Yeah, from so people can get around the fees.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, not my club. My club's very clean, very good club.
Do they allow you guys to take electronic payments? Like, if a guy wants to do lap dances, he can't Cash App you the money either.
No, because if they take them, or if they report it fraud or whatever, there's nothing that the club can do to get your money back. So
No.
there's no reason that you should even put yourself in that position.
When I was at DP, we had a chick that took $4,000 in payments from this dude through fucking Zelle. And then he charged it back and reported it fraud. And Zelle locked up her account. They gave him all the money back.
Yep.
And she was never allowed to open a fucking Zelle account through her banking app again.
Yep.
Because they don't back...
And it was real.
They don't back the business. They don't want to be involved in this. Cash App is the same way. They'll fucking lock you out of your account, and then you have
my
no
Cash App
access.
got taken for no reason.
Yeah.
I was selling content, but it was I had a business account on Cash App, and they fucking still took my
A
fucking
lot of
Cash
those,
App.
a
And I
lot
was
of,
like,
a lot of
"What?"
those electronic transfer things, they don't want to be involved with the adult business.
Yeah, a lot of banks even.
Yeah.
I think
Some-
Chase and Wells Fargo maybe are the only ones that if you say you're a dancer or whatever, though.
Now I was
Wow.
I was talking to somebody about this recently, and
Wow.
even the big credit card processors, like your EC Suites and shit like that, they don't want to fuck with this Amex. A lot of these clubs are not going to be allowed to take Amex much longer, in my opinion,
Right.
because okay, so if I come in the club and I use my credit card and I charge back, most credit cards, your Capital Ones, your Visas, shit like that, they're gonna let you do one, what is that called? Not the chargeback itself, but dispute.
Right.
They'll let you dispute charges like 1 to 2 times a year, and that's it.
Yeah.
Amex is a different animal,
Choose
man.
them wisely.
Amex,
Right?
fucking
Save
Amex
it for the big one.
Amex will go to bat for you every fucking time, and
That's why everybody loves Amex.
They
They just charge back their fucking card.
they deal with
Right?
these clubs, and I'm sure it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I've even had drivers. A guy will come out of the VIP room. He's been back there for 4 hours. He spent $30,000, and I've had drivers tell me that they're taking him back to the hotel, and he's already on the phone with his fucking credit card company in the back of the cab to report fraud. Right, to report the shit as fraud.
Shit.
So I'm sure it's not just something that's concentrated here in the valley. This is happening all over the place.
I'm sure.
And these big credit card companies like Amex, they don't want to fuck with it.
Yep.
So there might come a time where these clubs can't take Amex no more.
Right.
The smaller credit card companies won't do it because they don't have the same shit as like you could go buy a fucking car with your Amex card.
Yeah.
You might have to call and verify that it's you.
Right.
But once you do, they'll unlock it, and most people, their Amex cards don't have a limit on them.
I know.
So Amex makes their money in the business world with their cards. They don't need the little rinky
But
dink
then,
shit.
because then they have the huge yearly, like you have to spend a certain amount.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
black card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The black
You gotta,
card.
like, make a
In-
certain amount of money, spend a certain amount of money.
In order, in order to
High status
qualify,
shit.
in order to qualify for a
Big
black
dogs.
card,
Yeah.
you have to spend at least $100,000 a month, which
On the
comes out
card?
on the card,
Fucking shit.
which comes out to about
Hey,
$1.2 million a year.
That's insane.
But they're
I wouldn't know
that
what to.
much.
I wouldn't know what to
I don't make
buy.
that much.
I wouldn't know what to
I
buy.
don't know what to buy either. I'm
Well,
so
here's-
non-materialistic.
here's-
Yeah.
well,
not
here's
materialistic.
the
Not
thing.
like that.
No, me
when the
either.
people who have those cards are usually like big business owners, and what they'll do is they'll take that card and they'll put it
Mark Cuban.
right. Somebody that has a company of that magnitude, they're going to take that black card and all of your overhead, the electric bill, the phone bill,
Yeah.
supplies, all of that shit is all going to get charged to that Amex account. That way they only have one payment at the end of the month.
Well, that's smart.
That's what that card is designed for. That's why you have to spend $100,000 a month to even qualify for it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that makes more sense than trying to buy that.
Yeah,
When
they're
you're
not.
trying to buy $100,000 worth of shit a month. Like, where do you put it
Oh
all
my
by the end of the year?
I could spend
I could need a
probably
house.
like
I don't need another house.
$20,000.
Regular Joes, even if you have a platinum Amex card, you can't just call and be like, hey, I want the black one.
Right.
They're gonna be like,
I like that one.
Sign me
That
up.
one
That's a
sounds
cool
good.
color.
bro, you spent $12,000 on your Amex card last year. You don't.
You don't even.
And then there's other really big cards like,
I discovered.
what was it? There's a card out there called like the J.P. Morgan Chase Iridium card,
Oh, that's fancy now.
and supposedly
You know
to
when it's got more than 3 names in the title.
supposedly to get this card, you have to have at least like 10 million in assets managed by J.P. Morgan Chase, and you have to have like a liquid net worth of like $25 million.
So where are these guys? Where can I find that?
We saw one once during Waste Management.
Really? I seen a black card one time when I was in Minnesota at the Minnesota Vikings hotel, and I was ordering breakfast, and he ordered breakfast with his black card, and I was like,
Company expense.
what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
I was like, oh
Company
my
expense. You know what's
I
cool
didn't
about that
hear
card
it.
though? I watched one of these things on the internet where, this rapper, he was getting his black card. And when you qualify for that and you get the card, it comes in the mail, and it comes in. Do you know what a Halliburton briefcase is? You know, like the steel briefcases that you always see in like the spy movie.
Yeah.
It comes in one of those that's like this big,
Sorry.
but it's an actual like Halliburton briefcase, a little tiny briefcase, and you open it up, and it's like fucking velvet inside with like the card and like real fancy schmancy shit, man. Right. You know, like the briefcase in fucking Pulp Fiction when he opens it up and it's shining gold out and shit.
That's awesome.
I mean, when you got it like that, I guess it's gotta be fancy.
Right. Gotta make
Just
it
imagine
fancy
being
as
able.
you can.
Just imagine being able to go to a Mercedes dealership and just slap down a credit card.
Right. I'm like $30,000. My first ever purchase. 2 years old last year.
Sorry, that motherfucker got me coughing.
Oh, this is a goodie.
Choking me out.
Snoop Dogg.
It's gotta be something.
I just seen a video of him rolling up during an interview today. Don't die.
I haven't hit that thing in like 2 minutes. I'm still fucking coughing.
Woof.
Shit.
It made me nervous ahead
It
of
got me like, it's like way down here.
sweating.
Fuck.
Yeah, buddy.
Well,
Got me.
yeah, sweating.
It is, now it's like suddenly very hot in here.
Right?
Fucking shit. What's the name on that? We don't even know. Is that a
No, they don't
mystery?
label them.
What if you scan the...
It just takes you to like their Telegram page or some shit.
Pre-roll. Green.
Oof. Yowza.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good one.
That was tough. I like those little short baby ones.
You know, it's
Yeah.
actually a new year today. Tomorrow's actually the start of the new year, and it's the year of the snake.
Oh, the Chinese New Year.
Mm-hmm. It's the year of the snake, and I'm a snake. I'm not a snake. I'm
The
a year of a
Chinese
snake.
zodiac.
I'm a Chinese snake.
You talking about the year you were born? Because the
Yeah.
Chinese zodiac is different, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Too much.
I'm a Gemini, loud and proud. Gemini, Libra, Gemini. That's my rising. And
I can't never remember my other two. I just don't know.
everyone's like, "You're the perfect one, like the perfect thing." I'm like, "Why?" Because I'm just very like go with the
Gemini
flow.
is the
Go with the
twins,
flow.
right?
Yeah, right. I mirror everything.
My mom
If
was
you're mean to me, I'll be mean to you.
my mom was a Gemini, so I think I have a lot of Gemini traits.
Yeah.
Because
Probably.
I'm a lot like my mom. Yeah. All the good.
Who wants us to win out?
I mean, I guess I'll try again because I'll never really want to say no to Bud, but if it makes me cough like that again, we can't be friends. Because I don't like that shit.
He'll go under.
That's
I
pretty
don't want
hard.
to be your friend anymore, but I will find somebody else just like you that we can.
Figure out what you are first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I like you very much, particularly, but.
Is this a fake weed plant?
It is a fake weed plant.
I'm fucking with it.
Isn't it adorable?
I love it.
Cute it is.
Let me feel it. Feel state. Let me feel it. Feel state. Let me feel it. Feel state.
It's very fake, but it's just aesthetic, you know. I mean,
No,
whatever.
it's so perfect.
That's metal.
I tried to buy one. I
It's
tried
not
to
a
buy
joke.
one that was like a big bush. It actually looked like a big plant with like fake buds on it and shit.
Yeah.
But
Thought it was
ended up
gonna be
sell-
too big for the space too. I
Yeah.
didn't want to be like at all and like all up on us. That's fine. We can see it. I don't know if you can really. I don't know if y'all can see it, but
But it's weed.
we can see it, and it looks like bud, so I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
all
works
that
for me.
matters.
I like it.
So you're back to our conversation.
Which one?
Just not talking about fake weed plants.
Okay.
So I've seen you a lot on Instagram lately with these little interviews and shit down in
Yeah.
Old Town. They like to talk to you, huh?
Yes. Yes, they do. I had one go like 17 million views. It's insane.
So, being that many people have seen it, have you been like in Fry's or the mall or some shit, and people are like, "Yo, that's that girl."
I seen on like some of the comments, like they're like, "Oh, I just seen her at Lynn's buffet." I went for my neighbor's little girl's birthday. And I'm like, "Yep, I was just there," and like that's funny. And they're like, "I knew it." Like, oh, it's pretty cool, I guess. But
Weird.
I forget which episode it was. We were
Cool, but it must be a weird feeling.
Yeah.
You know.
we were talking to one of the girls. I forget what episode, but like she had worked like a Saturday night, and she was in the VIP room with this dude, and all of a sudden she's in the grocery store the next day, like no makeup, hair thrown up in a ponytail, and lo and behold, there's that fucking customer from last night in the fucking grocery store.
I literally think I seen like a doctor when I was at the emergency room. I was like standing in the hallway and this like doctor walked by, and I think he was like a surgeon, and I'm like, I swear I just did a VIP with him. Like I swear I just did a VIP with him. And he like seen me and I seen him, but it was just like not to mention, you know, like
Yeah.
that's the
What happens at the
what
club
happens
stays.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Fucking
Beating your
joint
ass.
is too much.
Wow.
I don't like that.
That's hitting hard.
Naughty joint.
That's a bad one.
Dominatrix joint.
Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna call that one. Dominatrix joint.
Dominatrix
Sure.
joint.
It's good though, cause I'm high as shit.
Yeah,
High
I'm
as
pretty
fuck.
high.
I don't get high too often, but when I do, it's good. Not that I don't get high, but like I don't get high. I get high all the time. I just don't actually get high.
We all fam in the club. In the club, we all fam. That's what it is. In the club, we all fam.
Whew.
It's
No,
all
I'm
the,
good. with
it's
this
all the
shit.
coughing.
I'm good on
Lost
it.
all the fucking oxygen in our brain.
So, before we wrap it up, is there anything that you want to promote besides Dimes? I know you said you got an OnlyFans
yes.
rocking.
You can find it on my Instagram. It's Katarina_L. It's always so hard to find. I don't know why. You have to type in the whole thing. But it's KATARINA_ELLEE. And my OnlyFans is in my links in my bio.
Check them out, guys. You need to make that connection for us. See if they'll let us come in the Dimes and check it out. I don't know if we're banned from that place without ever coming in or not, but we'd love to come in and check it out, man. Like, no, I got no ill will or bad intentions towards
I'm
anybody.
sure they're open to it. I'm sure.
So, you check it out and let us know. Don't forget to check out our Instagram as the poll turns, dots between each words.
Dots.
Don't forget the dots.
Dots.
Also, go to the YouTube page. You can watch all these episodes in full on YouTube as the poll turns. Like and subscribe there.
What else?
My man JD.
Dude, you have to turn around and see the artwork.
Tattoo
that he did.
artist.
Well, I don't know if you're going to get it on camera. Turn all the way. Keep going.
All the way.
All the way. This is some fucking cool ass shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
I have this same shirt, and every time I wear it, I get compliments.
True artist. Check
True
out his
artist.
Instagram.
He did a lot of my
JD
tats.
Inc. You won't be disappointed with the service you
Love
get there.
him. He's awesome.
Until next time.
Hey, y'all. The views and opinions our guests express on As the Poll Turns may not be that of its creators. Or maybe it is. Viewer discretion is advised.